Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way for your latest Manchester United transfer news. This is the Manchester United News Roundup show. Again, it is obviously pre-recorded. We do these videos around 9 or 10 o'clock every night, so they are out late. The reason why they're out so late, or we leave them late as we can, is in case you got any breaking Manchester United news or any latest Manchester United news. So that is the reason why we do that again. If you don't know how we do this, basically all the news that is, announced during the day, whether it's transfer news or just regarding ownership or anything like that, we go through it all. We did a live video earlier on today, speaking about Casemiro, Wamazaka, Choupo-Moting, Onana, all that good stuff, bad stuff you could say. And yeah, pretty much what we're going to do in this video is go through it and, give about a minute or two speaking about the news. And it wouldn't be like in a news show where I'd speak about a topic for at least 10 or 15 minutes each. But before we get stuck into the video, please like the video, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And please follow all our socials, links in the description. Get down there now, sunshines. So we'll start off, and we will talk again. The news is basically kind of scraping at the end of the barrel and just getting it out there as well. So take away a pinch of salt or loads of salt, whatever you want to do. So I'll start off with the Sun Football, who again, they're not the most reliable source in the world. So they have come out and said Mason Greenwood edging ever closer to a sensational summer move to Barcelona. It is keen on a sell with the source. Nothing that a clean break will be beneficial for all involved. The valuation for Mason Greenwood is believed to be around £40 million, inclusive of add-ons. Now, look, I personally don't think there's a way back for Mason Greenwood, so I think a move to FC Barcelona would probably be good for him. It'd be good, getting £40 million for a man who hasn't played for Manchester United in, 2 years now, you could almost say, maybe longer. So, look, listen. I don't want to see Mason Greenwood back at the club again, regardless of what people think or regardless of what people think will happen there. And I'll talk with Mason Greenwood once on this channel, and this will be it. And then after that, you'll never hear about him again. It is what it is. My rules, my game. So, £40 million, not too bad. Obviously, he's at loan at Getafe at the moment. He's doing well there. Seems like, the Getafe fans, really like him. He's performed there. It's kind of it's a fresh start for Mason Greenwood in a fresh country, fresh league. No one would really know a lot about him. You wouldn't get a lot of hate anyways, because you could imagine what would happen if he started at Manchester United or went to an English club outside of Manchester United. So look, listen. I think it's a good move for Mason Greenwood, and I personally just cannot see him, and I'd be surprised if we saw him back in the Manchester United jersey again playing at Old Trafford. So Mason Greenwood, it's edging ever closer, supposedly, according to the Sun. Let us know in the comments below. Would you like us to get more from, or would you like us to keep Mason Greenwood? Are you on the side where he didn't do anything wrong? Just let us know in the comments below whether you would like us to sell him. Do you think 40 million is enough? And let us know about Mason Greenwood. Me personally, I think it's a good deal for himself. Barcelona, Manchester United. That's personally what I think. 40 mil. I mean, look, we'll take it if it is true. I want to discuss Choupo-Moting. What's up with Borussia Dortmund getting in my head these days? The Bayern Munich striker, back up now. We have see Harry Kane coming in. So, according to Jack Talbot, Manchester United are considering a 6-month loan for Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting. United believe that his experience and physical stature would be able to benefit the club for the latter stages of the season. Manchester United are more. This is from Fabrizio Romano via Cut Offside. Manchester United are more than interested in Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting. They had talked with his agents to discuss the deal. Man United have a very good relationship with his agents, and they're informed on every point of the deal. Bayern Munich haven't given the green light for him to leave yet. But according to Jack Talbot, Manchester United are in talks with Bayern Munich to sign Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting on a 6-month loan deal. United want to complete the signing of the loan striker before the transfer deadline. Again, team talk. The came out and said the most likely sign of Manchester United before the transfer deadline is Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting. Now, look, I personally will go back to Jack Talbot and Patricio Mano. Bayern haven't given him the green light to leave yet. I think their only backup striker. Well, you have Matisse Tell as well, I think his name is. So he's another young striker there. So he's not our only striker at the club, after Harry Kane. So again, maybe they want to keep him there for a bit of depth in case, I don't know, if something happens to Harry Kane or whatever it is. I, in my opinion, wouldn't be the biggest fan of Choupo-Moting. But look, it looks like he's the only option. We were looking at Timo Werner. Looked like he was going to come to us. It wasn't very close, but it looked like he was going to come to us. Tottenham go in, sign him for a 6-month loan, I think it was. Choupo-Moting to Manchester United, I just don't see how he would benefit the club. He'd benefit us depth-wise striker. He wouldn't benefit us anything else. Like, if you brought in Karim Benzema, he'd benefit us more because of his experience, just look at what he's won. Look at Benzema. He looks like he gets stuck in. He scored goals. I just don't think Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting would help us a lot. Again, obviously, Benzema, he's not going to help us a lot like Karim Benzema would if he came in for, say. But I'd be more happy to see us get Benzema than Choupo-Moting, obviously, again. So what I think Manchester United, I would not be surprised if you do bring in Choupo-Moting in on a 6-month loan. I mean, again, I wouldn't say again, Patricio Mano is probably the only top tier source to discuss about. More than interested. And look, I feel like it'd be sort of like Marcel Sabitzer when we kind of brought him in on loan from Bayern. Funny enough, I feel like it'd be a deadline day. They would be done in the next 3 or 4 days. And look, I would just for Manchester United's sake, I would like us to get the deal done quick if it is going to happen. But I just wouldn't be his biggest fan. I just don't see how he would benefit us. I mean, this man used to play for Stoke City, by the way, just in case you don't know that already. Last season, obviously, with Bayern Munich, he had a bit of a good spell, but he may help Rasmus Højlund a bit, but not a lot. And maybe like another Odion Gallo, Weghorst, something like that sort of sign. I doubt it would be like, even if you say he came and it was like Edinson Cavani was, brilliant, good 6-month long deal, but I just don't think that it happened. Again, he has height. He does have a little bit of experience, but he hasn't got a lot. He hasn't got you think he's in his 30s, but he hasn't got the experience to help the attack a lot. Again, I'm sure he'd give his advice, he would offer the experience he has, but he wouldn't have a lot of experience to get us back to the top, and he wouldn't steer the ship, steer that strike or steer that attack the way we like to, obviously. But with Anthony Martial, who supposedly getting a surgery, he may be the reason why Manchester United bring him in on a 6-month loan, and then you have to look back at it then. But look, I'm sure it's not, signing Ten Hag would love to make, but you're probably thinking, look, it's probably the only option at this moment in time because there's no one out there, and there are strikers out there, but it would have to be a permanent deal. And I cannot remember last time Manchester United done a permanent signing in January. But yeah, Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting, would you like him to come to Manchester United? Please do let us know in the comment section below. Pretty much just say Choupo-Moting yes or Choupo-Moting no, and we will get back to you. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens, but look, we will see what happens. So, we will start off and we will discuss about Wan-Bissaka. A lot of news about Wan-Bissaka, a lot of news about Casemiro. So, Al Nassr are lining up an audacious bid for Casemiro and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's agents have held further discussions with Manchester United over a new deal, but the outcome was understood not to be positive. That's from Chris Wheeler from the Daily Mail. Again, I spoke about it earlier on the live show. Check it out if you haven't already. Much appreciated. I don't think Wan-Bissaka is in the Ten Hag's plans for the future. Again, I like Wan-Bissaka, his tackling, his pace. He's not a bad, right back. I mean, but Dalot has definitely been Ten Hag's favourite right back. I think we extended Diogo Dalot's contract not too long ago until 2028. I think we only triggered a 12 months extension on Wan-Bissaka, so it just goes to show, it's like we just triggered that to get a bit of money for him. And look, I would not be surprised if Aaron Wan-Bissaka did leave Manchester United in the summer. I think, El Nassr would probably like to sign Casemiro and Wan-Bissaka in January, but I just don't think Manchester United can realistically afford to lose them two, because our depth at the moment is thin. Especially, fullbacks. I mean, you look at Luke Shaw, he's been out recently. Reguilon obviously went back to Tottenham now. He's gone to Brentford. Well, Lassius still out injured. Wan-Bissaka and Dalot have kind of been our only fullbacks at the club, and sometimes it's Dalot left back and Wan-Bissaka right back. In the recent game against Tottenham in the Prem, it was Wan-Bissaka left back, Dalot right back. But you can tell who Ten Hag prefers a lot more. And I like Wan-Bissaka. Dalot, Wan-Bissaka haven't been bad for Manchester United this season. By any stretch of the imagination, have they been outstanding? But Dalot is definitely, he's gotten in there a lot more. And look, listen, if Wan-Bissaka goes, it'd be a shame to see him go, but I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be surprised either. Things that go well, he may want to move. He may want a new kind of challenge in his career. And would a challenge goal to El Nassr suit him? I mean, look, I'd be surprised if he did want to go to, he may want to head back to maybe Crystal Palace, the team where Manchester United signed him from. I mean, it wasn't too long ago where Manchester United were interested in giving Palace Wan-Bissaka and we bring in Elise. That was kind of like going to be a bit of a swap deal in there. But again, let us know in the comments below, Wan-Bissaka to El Nassr, would it be something you would prefer? Do you think it'll happen? And how much do you think we can get for Wan-Bissaka and Casemiro? Again, Casemiro, obviously, it'd be interesting to see what happens with Casemiro, because he's obviously another player in there who El Nassr want. They're going to put an audacious bid in for those two. I'm just going to bit of news there from Chris Wheeler. El Nassr, again, are lining up an audacious bid for Casemiro and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Manchester United are open to selling Casemiro this summer if they can recoup a chunk of the £70 million. £70 million they paid for him. This is from the Chris Wheeler. Listen, if we can get anything near $7 million for Casemiro, he's 50 million for him would be reasonably sound. For a really proper club, and we want to brought him in, and he's only here a year. Manchester United kind of go into the negotiations and think, well, look, he's only here a year. We gave him, I think it was a 4-year contract with an extension of a 4 year or something like that. We don't want to get rid of him for 20-30 mil. We want to at least get 50 to 60 million from him. That's what we need. That's what Manchester United should be doing. They may not do that. And the may be saying, well, look at his age. Hasn't played a lot for you this season. Blah, blah, blah. His wages are too high, so this is the reason why we want to pay this amount for this, and this. That's fair enough. But I just think that if we could get 50 to 60 million for Casemiro, it'd be brilliant. But I looked on the transfer market earlier on today in the live show, and he's only worth 30 million, and Wan-Bissaka is worth 20 million. So that's 50 million in total. I doubt Manchester United will get anywhere. They won't get 60 million for him, nor 70 million, 65. They won't get that. It'd be interesting to see what bid El Nassr do put in for Casemiro and Wan-Bissaka. They may put 70 million in total for both. 70 million, say 55 million for Casemiro, 15 million for Wan-Bissaka. I don't know. It may be less, 60 million, 55 million, whatever. But Manchester United have to be solid on this, because I get rid of a player that you just signed. He's here a season now. He's at Manchester United a year. He's been out for half of this season due to injury. you could say a year and a half if you want. We only signed. He still has his contract. It's not like his contract is extending this summer or next summer. Manchester United have to look at things as well. Look at what we paid for him. We paid 70 million for a midfielder. He's in his 30s, he'll be 32 in February. We have to look at that as well. Go into it and be cheeky. The worst that can happen is Nassr tone down the deal. But then someone else might come in for him. It'll just be interesting to see how that does plan out. And look, as on the comments below, how much do you think Manchester United can get for Casemiro and Wan-Bissaka in total? How much would you like Manchester United to get for them two players? But look, like I said, it's going to be interesting. And look, I spoke about a lot more in depth earlier on the live show, so check it out if you haven't already. Much appreciated. They're all a bunch of legends. We're trying to go to the channel as much as we can. It's getting there slowly but surely. But look, hopefully, like Barca coming in, and the owners that Dan Ashwood, you'd imagine maybe will come in, so that Brentford and Ineos really want them, and so Jim. But these next couple of days, I just don't think much I can afford to get rid of Wan-Bissaka and Casemiro yet. But if you do get rid of them, you want to have a backup, you want to have a right back there ready to go, because we have no other right back apart from Lalo, and you want to have a good defensive midfielder in there as well. That's been a Manchester United News Roundup show. All a bunch of legends. We spoke about Choupo-Moting, Casemiro, Wan-Bissaka, Mason Greenwood, all that stuff. Thank you for watching, and we'll speak to you all on Wednesday. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, comment, like, all that good stuff. Follow our social links in the description. Thanks for watching.